Welcome back, my dear students. To last class, we were discussing on the calculation of strength of a joint, strength of a bolt, and efficiency of a bolted connection. So today's class, we are going to discuss on design of a bolted connection or bolted joint. How you are going to design the bolted joint. That is, you will be given the load which is acting on the structure or which is acting on the member. You are required to find the number of bolts required for carrying that much load. The number of bolts which are required such that this section or the connection will be safe. So the first question, design a lap joint between two plates so as to transmit a factored load of 70 kN using M16 bolts of grade 4.6 and steel Fe410. So in the question you are given, design a lap joint between two plates so as to transmit a factored load of 70 kN. So you need to say it is given factored load. If it was given working load, you need to apply the factor of safety for load. The factor of safety for load is, if it is dead load and live load, we will apply a factor of safety of 1.5. It is given in table number 5. So here it is directly given as the factored load. So there is no need of applying the factor of safety. And it is given M16 bolts. M16 bolts means the nominal diameter of the bolt is 16 mm. We have discussed these things while we were discussing the theoretical part of this bolt. So M16 means 16 mm bolt and the grade 4.6 and the steel used is Fe410. So here the question is design a lap joint. The specification of the lap joint is given. That is, it is a 12 mm plate and a 20 mm plate are to be connected using a lap joint. We don't know how much bolts are required. The width of the plate is given as 80 mm. So first we need to find what is the strength of the bolt. Based on that, we will find out how many bolts are required to carry safely this much amount of load. So first thing is to calculate the strength of the bolt, which we have discussed before. So I'll go through that. So in the given question, it is given the strength of the plate is 410, which means Fy is equal to 250 Newton per mm square. It is given 4.6 grade bolt, which means Fub is equal to 4 into 100, that is 400 Newton per mm square. Now the diameter of the bolt, since this is M16 bolt, the diameter of the bolt is 16 mm, which means from table number 19, you'll get the diameter of the hole is equal to D0, which is 16 plus the clearance, that is 2 mm. That is total, you'll get it as 18 mm. That is the hole diameter, you'll get it as 18 mm. Now the bolt strength. The bolt strength is actually the strength, shear strength or bearing strength, whichever is lesser. So first we will find out the shear strength of the bolt. The shear strength of the bolt is given by VDSB is equal to VNSB divided by gamma MB, where VNSB is equal to Fu by root 3 into NNANB plus NSASB. Since this is a lap joint, there will be only one shear plane. See here, there will be only one shear plane. So I'll definitely that shear plane will be in the threaded area. So I can say that NN is equal to 1 and NS is equal to 0. And ANB I could write it as 0.78 times ASB, where ASB is equal to pi by 4 into 16 square. That is, you'll get ANB as 0.78 into pi by 4 into 16 square, nearly 157 mm square. That is, I could write VNSB is equal to 400 by root 3 into NN into ANB, where NN is equal to 1 and ANB is equal to 157. You will get this as 36.267 kilonewton, which means VDSB is equal to 36.2, this is 267 divided by 1.25. This 1.25 is the gamma MB value. You will get it from table number 5. Table number 5 will get this value as nearly 29.006 kilonewton. Now this is the shear strength of your bolt. Now you are going to find the bearing capacity of the bolt, which is given by VDPB is equal to VNPB divided by gamma MB, where VNPB is equal to 2.5 kb dt Fu. You need to find the value for kb. So in order to find the value for kb, this is actually a design problem. We don't know what is the edge distance, what is the pitch distance. Those things we are going to design. So we will start with our basic assumption or the minimum values given by IS 800-2007. That is, since E and P are not given, we will assume the minimum values given by your IS 800-2007. That is, I can write E is equal to 1.7 D naught, that is 30.6 mm, which will take it as nearly 32 mm, and P is 2.5 D. These two are the minimum values. These are the minimum values provided by IS 800 2007. So which means P is equal to 2.5 D, that is 2.5 into 16, you will get nearly as 40 mm. So we will assume for initial calculation we will take E as 32 and P as 40 mm, which means KB is equal to either E by 3D0, that is 32 by 3 into 190, or FU by FUB, that is FU is 400, this is FUB divided by FU. That is KB is equal to FUB divided by FU, that is 400 by 410, that is you will get it as 0.97. Then P by 3 D0 minus 0.25, that is you will get as 0.49 and 1. So I will take the smaller value of this, that is 0.49. That is KB value is equal to 0.49. Thickness is T is equal to 12 mm, thickness of the smaller plate. You have here a 12 mm plate and 20 mm plate. The thickness of the smaller plate will always be taken, because at first this 12 mm plate will fail. So we need to calculate the strength based on this smaller plate. So T is equal to 12 mm, which means you will get the VNPB as 2.5 into KB, that is 0.49, D is 16 mm, T is 12 mm, into FU is 400. This is 400. You will get this value as 96.432 kilonewton. Now applying the factor of safety, you will get this value as VDPB is equal to 77.14 kilonewton. So your shear strength is 29 kilonewton and bearing strength is 77.14 kilonewton, which means this is the strength of the joint, strength of the bolt. So you will get the strength of the bolt as 29 kilonewton. So you have VDPB as 77.14 and VDSB as 29 kilonewton, which means this is the strength of the bolt. So I could write this bolt strength is 29 kilonewton, that is in shear. Now the number of bolts means the factored load divided by bolt strength, that is, you can see here this 70 kilonewton force is to be taken. The bolt strength is 29, which means you require at least 70 divided by 29 number of bolts, isn't it? That is 70 divided by 29, you will get nearly 3 number of bolts are required, so that this force will be easily taken by this bolt. It is factored load divided by bolt strength. You should always take care, you have written here the factor, you had found the factored load. Now the IS 800-2007 specifies the minimum pitch as 2.5 D. It also specifies the maximum pitch. If you go to clause number 10.2.3, the maximum spacing is given. The distance between the center of any two adjacent fasteners shall not exceed 32 T or 300 mm, whichever is less, where T is the thickness of the thinner plate. That is, it should not exceed 32 T or 300 mm. Also, the distance between the center of two adjacent fasteners, that is your pitch, center of two fasteners in a line lying in the direction of stress, shall not exceed 16 T or 200 mm, whichever is less in case of tension members. That is, here the force 70 kilonewton is applied as a tensile force. It is pulling the plates apart. So it is a tensile force. So the maximum pitch allowed is either 16 T or 200 mm, whichever is lesser. So the minimum pitch is 2.5 D and maximum pitch is this value, that is 16 T or 200 mm, whichever is lesser. So if we go back, you have the minimum pitch as 2.5 D, which will get it as 40 mm, and the maximum pitch is 16 T or 200 mm, where 16 T is the thickness of the smaller plate, that is 12 mm. You have 12 mm thickness of the smaller plate, that is, you will get it as 192 mm. which means the pitch should lie in between these two. So I will take a pitch which is in between these two values, that is I will assume it as 50 mm. I will take it as 50 mm. Now we have the minimum edge distance as 1.7 d naught, that is 30.6 mm. I will provide for rounded value, that is I will provide it for 35 mm. Now if I draw this, I have a 12 mm plate, a 20 mm plate, and the force applied is 70 kilonewton. So if I draw the plan view, I will be getting like this. Now we got the number of bolts required as 3 numbers, which means I am going to provide 3 numbers of bolts with a pitch 50 mm. So if I'll provide in this way: 1, 2, 3, and the pitch is 50 mm, and the edge distance, this is our end distance, this is 35 mm. So if I draw for the section, I'll be getting one bolt here, one bolt here. This pitch will be 50 mm. This edge distance will be 35 mm. So this is the complete design of a bolted connection. So I hope you are clear with this design of a bolted connection for a lap joint. Now we will discuss a problem for a butt joint. Now we are given two plates 10 mm and 18 mm thick, which are to be joined by a double cover butt joint. Assuming the cover plate of 8 mm thickness, design the joint to transmit a factored load of 50 kN. Assume 410 grade steel and 4.6 grade bolt. So in the question you are given two plates, one is 10 mm thick and 18 mm thick, which are to be joined by a double cover butt joint. So definitely there will be a covering plate at the top and bottom. Assuming the covering plate of 8 mm thickness, so it's given the covering plate thickness also as 8 mm. The cover plate thickness is given as 8 mm. Design the joint to transmit a factored load. Here also it is given factored load of 500 kN. Assume 410 grade steel and 4.6 grade bolt. So if I am drawing the diagram, I'll get it like this. I have two plates, 18 mm, the other is 10 mm. So I need to join these two by double cover butt joint. So what I do is I will provide the cover plates, but in order to provide the cover plate, there is a gap of 8 mm here. I need to fill this gap. So what I do is I will fill this gap with a plate that is called as your packing plate. So what I do is I will draw the packing plate here. So in order to cover this up, I'll place the packing plate. This is called as packing plate. Now I will provide my cover plate of 8 mm thickness. So now if I provide the cover plate of 8 mm thickness, this will be a single unit. So this is the cover plate. This is having thickness of 8 mm. Now you are asked to design the bolt required to transmit a load of 500 kilonewton. That is, you are asked to transmit a load of 500 kilonewton. How much bolts are required? So the given question you have FU as 410 MPa, FY as 350 MPa, FUB as 400 MPa. That is based on the given assumption, that is 4.6 grade bolt, and Fe 410 you have. Assuming 20 mm diameter bolt. Here the diameter of the bolt is not given. So you can go for assuming any diameter. You can go for 16, you can go for 20. It's up to you. So assuming 20 mm diameter bolts, I'll get D is equal to 20, which means the bolt hole diameter D naught is equal to 20 plus 2, that is 22 mm. Now the bolt strength is shear strength of the bolt or bearing strength of the bolt. So I could write here the bolt strength is either shear strength or bearing strength. So the shear strength of the bolt is VDSB is equal to VNSB divided by gamma MB, where VNSB is equal to Fu by root 3 into NN ANB plus NS ASB into beta PK. There comes another term, beta PK. That is, when we are using a packing plate, the strength of the bolt is reduced. This you could see in IS 800 2007. See here, the shear 10.3.3, the shear capacity of the bolt. The design strength of the bolt, VDSP, is governed by shear strength is given by VDSP divided by gamma MB, where VNMB, this we have discussed. Now, you can see in 10.3.3.3, packing plates. The design shear strength capacity of bolts carrying shear through a packing plate in excess of 6 mm shall be decreased by a factor beta pk, where beta pk is equal to 1 minus 0.0125 tpk, where tpk is the thickness of the packing plate in mm. If you refer 10.3.3.3, this thing is given. That is, if you are using a packing plate, then the strength of VDSB should be reduced by a factor, that is 1 minus 0.0125 TPK, where TPK is the thickness of the thicker packing, that is in mm. So if you come here, beta pk, I could write it as 1 minus 0.0125 TPK, where TPK is the thickness of the packing plate. Here, thickness of the packing plate is 8 mm. Don't get confused with cover plate and packing plate. This packing plate is simply given to cover the gap between the two plates. So here the packing plate is 8 mm, that is 1 minus 0.0125 into 8, you will get it as 0.9. This 0.9 has to be multiplied here, which means this value is reduced. That is, the shear strength capacity will reduce by a factor of beta pk. This I could write VNSB is equal to Fu by root 3 NN ANB plus NS ASB into beta pk, where beta pk is 0.9. Here it is a double cover butt joint, so definitely there will be NN and NS. So it is based on our assumption, that is whether we need NN. Definitely we need NN, but NS it's up to you. So I will take NN is equal to 2, that is both the planes are my threaded planes, and NS is equal to 0, that is there is no shear plane in the shank area. So A and B is equal to 0.78 times pi by 4 into d square, that is 20 square, you'll get as 245 mm square, which means VNSB is equal to 400 by root 3 into 2 into, that is NN is equal to 2 and A and B is equal to 245 into beta pk, I'll get it as 101.844 kilonewton, which means VDSB is equal to VNSB divided by gamma MB from table number 5. You'll get this value as 101.844 divided by 1.25, that is 81.475 kilonewton. So this is the shear strength of your bolt. Now you are going to determine the bearing strength of the bolt, that is bearing strength is equal to VDPB, that is VNPB divided by gamma MB. VNPB is equal to 2.5 kb dtfu. Here kb, since we don't have the basic, it's not given, we'll go for the minimum values. P is equal to 1.7 d naught, P is equal to 2.5 d, you'll get as kb is equal to, you'll get as the smaller value, that is 0.5. You'll get the kb value as the smaller value, that is 0.5. Now T is equal to, you have three things, that is either 10 mm or 18 mm, that is, these are the two main plates, and some of the cover plates, that is 8 plus 8 16 mm, whichever is lesser. So here we will go for 10 mm, that is you have here 18 mm, you have here 10 mm, and you have here some of the thickness of the cover plates 8 plus 8. So what we will do is we will go for the smaller one, that is smaller one is 10 mm. So VNPB I will get as 2.5 into kb, that is 0.508 into fu, that is 410 into T, that is 10 into 20, that is you will get as 104.140, which means VDPB is equal to 104.14 divided by 1.25, that is you get as 83.312, which means the strength of the bolt is in shear, that is 81.475. The strength is in shear because that is the smaller value. Now if you see, the number of bolts is equal to factored load divided by the strength, that is 500 divided by 81.475, you will get as 6.14. You can take it as a safer value as 8 bolts. So now we need to draw the diagram for this. So you have your arrangement like this, that is 18 mm, 10 mm cover being connected by a double cover butt joint of 8 mm cover plates. Since the thickness is different, we'll go for an 8 mm thick packing plate. Now we have got the number of bolts as 8 bolt, which means we need to provide 8 bolt here and 8 bolt here, so that if I am applying a load of 500 kilonewton, this plate will be safe, that is this plate will be safe if it requires 8 bolt here, and if I am applying a load of 500 kilonewton here also, here also they request 8 bolt, so which means here 8 bolt will be there and here 8 bolt will be there. So I will arrange it in such a way that there will be 8 bolt over here, 8 bolt over here, and there will be 8 bolt over here. So I will arrange 8 bolt in line 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Similarly here there will be 8 bolt 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Now the pitch I had taken as 50 mm and edge distance 40 mm. Here also you can go for checking whether what is the maximum pitch, that is 16T or 200 mm. But this we will take it as the optimum pitch, that is 50 mm. So I will get this pitch distance as 50 mm and the edge distance as 40 mm. This end distance also will be 40 mm. So here this is 50 mm and this end distance as 40 mm and this distance as 50 mm. So I will be having two set of bolts here. This distance is 50 mm and this distance is 40 mm. So I hope you are clear with this design of a bolted connection. So we have come to an end for the design or the things what you need to deal with a bolted connection. So from the next class onwards we will start with the welded connection. So thank you and have a nice day.